Hello guys, welcome back to Essential English Academy. So I'm really delighted with the kind of response that you gave for me in my last lecture. I'm really happy that you gave me such kind of wonderful response. So in the last class we have discussed about the language. In the last class we have discussed about what English language is, and the last session we have done on what are vowels and consonants, and the last class I have discussed why are they called vowels and why are they called consonants. So in the last session I told you that I will be dealing with sentences, but before that I thought that I would like to give you a brief extension on introduction to English language. That is the reason why today I am back with one more video that is on alphabets. Okay guys, today I want to discuss about alphabets in English language. Alright, we have been listening to the term called alphabets right from our childhood days, and we have been studying about alphabets right from our nursery. But what are alphabets? Do you know how the word alphabet has come into existence? The word alphabet has come into existence from two words called alpha and beta. The word alphabet has come from two words called alpha and beta, and here these two words are taken out from Latin language. These are extracted from Latin language, and the words are alpha and beta. And moreover, do you know what are alphabets? Do you know the definition of alphabets? Alphabets is nothing but alphabets are nothing but they are phonemic symbols phonemic symbols that represents a language. What are alphabets? Alphabets are nothing but the phonemic symbols that represent a language. Let us take few examples for alphabets, like A, B, C, and vice versa, like that till Z. So here we call all these are phonemic symbols. So here phonemic symbols nothing but A, B, C, D, E, F, and like that like that there are many words, as you know that there are 26 letters in English language, and all these 26 letters are called as phonemic symbols. So that is called as, or they are called as alphabets. And in English language, alphabets are basically classified into two types. In English language, alphabets are classified into two types. We call them as capital letters and we call them as small letters. And here we call them as capital letters and we call them as small letters. So do you know what are capital letters are also known as? Capital letters are also known as uppercase letters, and small letters are also called as lowercase letters. Letters or alphabets in English language are two types. We call them as capital letters and small letters. Capital letters are also called as uppercase letters, and small letters are also called as lowercase letters. And uppercase letters are also called as majusculae. They are also called as majusculae. And lowercase letters are also called as minusculae. Yes, so far I have discussed about alphabets. The word alphabets has come from two words. We call them as alpha and beta. And what are alphabets? Alphabets are nothing but the phonemic symbols that represents a language. In English language, we have two alphabets. We call them as capital letters and small letters. Capital letters are also called as uppercase letters and uppercase letters are also called as majusculae, and small letters are also called as lowercase letters, and lowercase letters are also called as minusculae. So here initially alphabets have come into existence in 3rd century. They have come to existence in 3rd century. Okay. Now we'll move on to the next topic, that is components of English language. There are 3 components of English language. We call them as prose, poetry, and grammar. So there are 3 major components. We call them as prose, poetry, and grammar. So here prose is something which have some stories. Prose is something which consists of some stories. So in this, fictional stories may be there, and moreover there are some real stories that has been described by the famous poet or by the famous poetess. And moreover here poetry is nothing but, in this all the poems will be there, and moreover poetry is something which gives us a wonderful message for our wonderful lives. And next one is grammar. So what is grammar? Do you know what is grammar? Have you ever thought what grammar is? And grammar is nothing but, the word grammar is nothing but set of rules. Grammar is set of rules. And the word grammar has come from a Greek word. It has come from a Greek word. And the word and that word is grammatike. Grammatike means set of rules. So what is grammar? Grammar is nothing but set of rules. So if you want to run an institute, if you want to run a school, or if you want to run a college, or else whatever you want to run, so what we should have is, we should have rules, because if there are some rules, then only that will function properly. So in the same way, English language has also got some basic rules. We call them as phonetic rules, and we call them as syntactic rules, we call them as semantical rules, and moreover there are many rules in English language. In the last class I told you that there are many words in English language, and in the last class I have described about words, and I have discussed to you about what is a word, and I have discussed about kinds of words. And as I told you that there are many words in English language, linguists thought that it would be difficult for the learners to remember all the words. That is why what linguists have done is that they have classified words into 8 classes. Linguists have classified words into 8 classes, and we call them as parts of speech. Yes. So why are parts of speech introduced? Parts of speech are introduced because there are a lot of words in English, and linguists thought that it would be difficult for the learners to remember all these words. That's why they have divided, or they have classified words into 8 classes, and we call them as parts of speech. And there are 8 parts of speech. They are: number 1, noun; number 2, pronoun; number 3, verb; number 4, adjective; number 5, adverb; number 6, preposition; number 7, conjunction; number 8, interjection. So there are eight parts of speech in English language. They are noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So these are the parts of speech. In the next class, we'll discuss about parts of speech and I'll discuss how parts of speech has come into existence, and I'll talk to you in detail about now in the next class. Thank you.